Welcome to Agriculture Vidya. Today I will explain about demand. Demand means willingness and ability to pay various quantities of goods and goods in a given period of time in a given market at different prices. What is demand? Demand means willingness and ability to pay various quantities of goods in a given period of time in a given market at various possible prices. Main characteristics of demand: willingness and ability to pay. Willingness and ability to pay. Willingness means wish or desire to purchase the commodity. Wish or desire. Ability to pay. Ability to pay means suppose one commodity cost is 50 rupees. One commodity cost is 50 rupees. We have 25 rupees only. We are not able to purchase that commodity. That comes under inability to pay. Suppose we are having the 50 rupees, then that comes under ability to purchase or ability to pay. Demand is always at price. Demand is always at price. Demand and price both are inversely proportional. Price is inversely proportional to demand. Price increases, demand decreases. Price decreases, demand increases. Suppose price increases, price increases, demand decreases. Demand decreases, price increases. Demand is always per unit of time. Unit of time means day, week, month, or year. Day, month, week, or year. Here you let's see the picture. That is how many people are willingness to pay, willingness to purchase this house. So it comes under demand. Individual demand and market demand. Two types of two demands are there. Those are individual demand and market demand. Individual demand means related to one consumer. Market demand is related to all consumers or so many consumers. Whereas individual person is willing to pay or purchase the quantity of good in a given market in a given period of time at various possible prices is known as individual demand. That is, various quantities are demanded at different points of time at different prices in a given market is known as individual demand. This comes under individual demand. This is the market demand. Horizontal summation of all individual demands. This is one individual demand. This is one individual demand. This is demand. Summation of all these individual demands comes under market demand. This is in the form of dollar. This is in the form of CN. This is related to all consumers. Here, three types of individual demands are there. By adding all these three individual demands, we will get market demand. This is related to one consumer. This is related to three consumers, sometimes four or all consumers. Demand schedule. What is demand schedule? If demand is represented in the form of the table, that is known as demand schedule. If demand is represented in the form of the table is known as demand schedule. Whereas this is the example for market demand. At where at each price so many buyers are willing to purchase the quantity of thing. At each price so many buyers are there. So we have to add we have to add all buyers for getting that is what is that one? Market demand. For each price, so many buyers are there. We have to add, by adding all these individual demands, we will get what is that? Market demand. But adding all buyers is a very difficult and time consuming and laborious process. So we have to assume that at each price there are only four buyers are there. Those are buyer A, B, C and D. So we are assuming that only four buyers are there at each possible price. I will explain this example. Suppose demand is represented in the form of table is known as demand schedule. Price. These are the different prices. At each possible price, four buyers are there. Those are buyer A, buyer B, buyer C, buyer D. These are the individual demands. 1030. Buyers A's individual demands. Buyer B's individual demands. Whereas market demand means horizontal summation of all individual demands comes under market demand. Horizontal summation, that is 1 plus 0 plus 3 plus 0. Horizontal summation of all these demands comes under market demand. 13 plus 6 plus 14 plus 12. By adding all these four individual demands, we will get market demand. Demand curve. If the demand schedule is represented in the form of the graph is known as demand curve. If the demand schedule is presented in the form of the table is known as demand curve. This is the price we have taken on y-axis. This is the quantity we have taken on x-axis. This is the this is not correct. This is downward sloping curve. This is downward sloping curve. Whereas price increases, demand decreases. Price decreases, demand increases. That is inversely proportional. Price and demand both are inversely proportional. Whereas all the things, other things being equal, that means ceteris paribus. Ceteris paribus means all other things being equal, quantity is and price are both are inversely proportional. Whereas price is independent variable, quantity demanded is dependent variable. Quantity is dependent variable, price is independent variable. Y is f of x means q is f of p. Q is f of p. That is q is the quantity demanded. That is p is the price. Price is the independent variable. Quantity demanded is the dependent variable. What is derived demand and what is autonomous demand? What is derived demand? What is autonomous demand? That I will explain about derived demand. Suppose original good is not having the demand. Original good produces something, that good is having the demand, that is called as derived demand. This is in the case of produced goods. This is derived demand is in the case of producer goods. That is in the case of second order goods. Examples are tools, tools, raw materials. Whereas raw materials directly not having the demand. Suppose they are processed, we will get final product. Na? That product is having demand. That is derived demand. Whereas and machinery. Whereas machinery is also not machinery and implements is also not having the demand. Those are produced something, na? Those are having the demand, that comes under derived demand. That is in the case of producer goods. Those are second order goods. autonomous demand. Autonomous demand. Whereas original goods itself are having the demand. Original goods itself are having the demand. That is autonomous demand. Examples are food, clothing are all agricultural commodities. Sunflower, safflower, groundnut, food, clothing. These are in the case of consumer goods, which are also known as first order goods. Autonomous demand is in the case of consumer goods, that is in the case of first order goods. Examples are food, clothing, all agricultural commodities. What are the types of demand or kinds of demand? Types of demand or kinds of demand. Three types are there: price demand, income demand, cross demand. Price demand means whereas willingness and ability to pay or purchase various quantity of goods, willingness and ability to purchase various quantity of goods in a given market in a given period of time at various possible prices. At various possible prices means price demand. At various possible incomes means income demand. At the price of other related commodities means cross demand. Whereas willingness and ability to purchase various quantities of goods in a given market in a given period of time at various possible prices is known as price demand. Whereas willingness and ability to purchase various quantities of goods in a given market in a given period of time at various possible levels of income, that is known as income demand. Cross demand. Willingness and ability to purchase various quantities of goods in a given market in a given period of time at price of other related goods. At price of other related goods is known as cross demand. Suppose price is in the case of X commodity, cross demand, that is quantity demanded is in the case of, sorry, quantity is in the case of X commodity, price is related to Y commodity. That comes under cross demand. This is whereas substitutes are having the cross demands. The substitutes are having the cross demand. Law of demand. What is the law of demand? I already explained that. Price is inversely proportional to demand. Price is inversely proportional to demand. Suppose price increase, all other things being equal, price increases, demand decreases. Price increases, demand decreases. Price decreases, demand increases. Let us see the graph. Whereas price increases from PT to P1. Price increases from PT to P1. That is quantity decreases from Q2 to Q1. Whereas price decreases from P1 to P2. Quantity increases from Q1 to Q2. That is called as law of demand. This is downward sloping curve or negatively sloped. Whereas demand curve is negatively sloped or downward sloping curve. Reasons for downward sloping of demand curve. Why the demand curve is having the downward sloping? Why the demand curve is having downward sloping or negative sloping? That is, reasons are income effect, substitution effect, law of diminishing marginal utility. Income effect. Whereas law of demand means why the demand curve is sloping downwards means price is inversely proportional to demand. At lower price, we are purchasing more quantity of goods. More quantity demanded at lower prices. Income effect means we purchase same level of income, we will purchase more things At a decreased level of income, we will purchase same things. At a decreased level of income, at lower level of income, we purchase same thing. At the same income, we will purchase more thing. Whereas that time price is increased, that person is spent to more on that commodity for same quantity of food, whereas we purchase something that is whereas price is increases, then that person is spent to more income on that commodity for getting that same quantity. So purchasing power is decreases due to the change in the price level or due to the increase in the price level. That is known as income demand. By increasing the price level, our purchasing power is changes. That is income effect. This leads to downward sloping of demand curve. Substitution effect. Substitution effect means, suppose Pepsi and Coca-Cola are there. We are taking Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Pepsi price increases, we will go for Coca-Cola. This is Pepsi price increases, we will go for Coca-Cola. That means we are moved or shifting to lower priced products. Which substitute is having the lower price, people are tend to or shift to that lower price commodity. That is known as substitute effect. Suppose we have taken coffee and tea. Tea price is similar. Tea price is same. Coffee price increases. All the people are move or shift to tea. That is comes under substitution effect. This leads to downward sloping of demand curve. Law of diminishing marginal utility. Law of demand means price and demand are both are inversely proportional. Price increases, demand decreases. Price decreases, demand increases. Price increases, demand decreases. Price decreases, demand increases. Law of diminishing marginal utility means, suppose our consumption is goes on increasing, our marginal utility is decreases. Our consumption is goes on increasing, marginal utility is diminishing. Suppose we have taken apple, we have consumed one apple, where marginal utility is 50. Marginal utility is 50. Suppose we are consuming second apple, marginal utility decreases to 35. We are consuming third apple, that is marginal utility decreases to 20. That means our consumption is goes on increasing, marginal utility is successive units of the marginal utility is diminishing or decreasing. Decreasing. That is law of diminishing marginal utility. For getting maximum satisfaction, we have to purchase. For getting maximum satisfaction, we have to purchase. That means marginal utility is proportional to price. Marginal utility is proportional to price, whereas both are proportional. In the case of law of demand, price decreases, quantity demand increases. Whereas in case of law of diminishing marginal utility, whereas marginal utility diminishes. Marginal utility diminishes, consumption or quantity demand increases, or consumption or quantity demanded increases, that leads to diminishing the marginal utility, that decreases the marginal utility. So marginal utility and price are both are proportional. Quantity demand, consumption are here we have taken. Demand that is quantity demand increases, price decreases. Whereas consumption or quantity demand increases, marginal utility diminishes or decreases. Both are interlinked. What are they? Law of demand and law of diminishing marginal utility. Both are interlinked. Law of demand is based on the law of diminishing marginal utility. What so? Law of demand or law of diminishing marginal utility leads to downward sloping of demand curve. Today I have explained about what is demand, what is price demand, what is income demand, what is that is cross demand and autonomous regarding autonomous demand and derived demand. I have explained what is demand schedule, what is demand curve, what is individual demand, what is market demand. I have explained. I have explained also that is law of demand. Finally, I have explained about reasons why the demand curve is downwardly sloping. What are the reasons for downward sloping of demand curve? I have all regarding all these aspects I have explained. Thank you. If you like this video, please share and subscribe. Don't forget to comment also.